part two. This is part two of the road trip. No, Petrino's always going to be able to put an offense together. Bobby Petrino will always have a plan on offense ready to go.
Yeah, he's got a great offensive mind.
Oh, yes.
Sam Pittman said, I saw the interview with him clip after the game was over, and he was in the locker room with all the guys, and he said, this is the best win we've had since I've been head coach. He said, come in here.
He's right. This is probably the best.
To play as well as we did. He says this is the best game we've ever had since I've been coach. And I agree with him. It probably was.
I think the only other time was that Outback Bowl victory.
Right.
That was probably the second over Penn State.
Right. Penn State.
I can't remember if it was Penn State. I think it was Penn State. That was a really good win.
Well, yeah, what was Tennessee rated?
Fourth. They were fourth in the country.
They were number 4. Yeah, they were number 4, and we beat them. We weren't in the top 20. I mean,
well, you got bad.
That's got to make you smile.
Yeah. And it's always fun to watch Razorback fans tear down the goalposts.
Oh, yeah.
Because I still remember 25 years earlier when they did it in '99. I still remember that because the year after the Sterner stumble and fumble.
Right.
I remember we used to get the Saturday paper. We always used to go buy the Saturday paper for the Razorback game preview and read it.
Right.
And Vic Harville used to draw the cartoons for the front page of the sports page.
Mm-hmm.
And I always remember thinking, and I still remember this to this day though too, it was, I can't remember what the headline was, but the cartoon was the Razorback. They got beaten up. They had lost that year to Alabama and Kentucky.
Right.
Because they lost Alabama in a shootout, and Kentucky somehow managed to just Arkansas laid an egg in Lexington. They went to Kentucky and got lost to Hal Mumme. Hal Mumme was the coach. Dusty Bonner was the quarterback, and Kentucky just beat them. Flat out just beat them.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the morning of the paper, and I remember the guy, the Tennessee Volunteer mascot, looking at the Razorback going, gee, you're holding that football awfully tight, and that Razorback's got a grip on that football tighter than a vice grip, and he's going, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it.
Right.
And I remember that. And then I remember getting the paper home delivered to us the next morning, and my dad and I pulled that sports page out, and the front page of the paper was them tearing the goalpost down at Razorback Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas 28, Tennessee 24, and then big bold letters it was, who's crying now?
Right.
That was the front page of the paper, and I still remember that to this day.
Right. Well, let's see, over in was it beat Alabama last week?
Vanderbilt,
yeah, that was beating this thing. They tore the goalpost down.
And got fined $100,000.
Well, they didn't just tear them. They tore the goalpost down, carried them out of the stadium, down the main street and everything, to the river, and threw them in the river.
Yeah, threw them in the Tennessee River.
How does the group mind come up with that decision? We're going to tear these down, then we're going to carry them down Main Street, and we're going to throw them in the river. I mean,
hey, you pull off an upset like that, and you get to tear down the goalpost.
Right.
It only costs you $100,000 for the fine. We're going to do something. If we're going to beat Alabama for the first time since 1984, and we're going to do it, we're going to celebrate in style. In 40 years, we're going to do something. Why not?
Oh yeah.
Why not?
No, I mean, it's all good. I was just amazed that they tore down the goalpost, carried them across town, threw them in the river. That was awesome.
That's Nashville. Oh, that's awesome though too.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, that's a big celebration to beat Alabama.
Yeah, especially when you're a school like Vanderbilt.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't do it at all.
Yeah.
Because for most of my lifetime, for my entire lifetime though too, Vanderbilt was always the punching bag.
Right.
You saw Vanderbilt on your football schedule, you automatically check that off as a win.
Right. And one of the things that made it sweeter for him is you heard what
Saban said.
Saban said before the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's always easy killing Vanderbilt. It's easy game to win.
Yeah.
This is an easy stadium to win in.
Jeez.
Oh wow, I think Vanderbilt may have taken that personally.